Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where today we have to talk about the man-child of book talk, Zade Meadows. I've had a long journey with this specific duet. I read it 2 years ago and I honestly skipped over all of the odd parts and brushed it off with oh, I would never condone it in real life. But I reread the book and noticed a lot of stuff is just super problematic and I didn't notice it before. So I just want to preface this video by saying if you are or were a supporter of Zade, it's totally fine if you didn't notice all of the problematic things in the book. Most of the stuff is swept under the rug, and by the second book, it's almost like everyone forgets about the infamous gun scene. But hopefully after watching this video, I'll be able to change your mind. These are comments from actual Zade supporters from my videos. Number 1. What Zade did was not SA, it was CNC, or consensual non-consent, and Adeline wanted it. Shall we read what happened? Okay, if you don't want to read it, please skip over here, but here is the chapter. I'm still panicking, absolutely shaking with fear, but I have no idea how the hell I'm going to get away from him. Tears prick at my eyes when I realize that I can't. It only infuriates me that he finds my lack of consent so inconsequential, so worthless. From Zade's chapter, and I know how effed up that is, to take something without consent. I know that's what I'm fighting against every day. She hasn't given it to me yet.
But she will.
Genuinely think some of y'all can't read because you do not understand what the first C in CNC means. Consensual non-consent is something that requires prior consent to perform. And considering this man broke into her apartment after stalking her for weeks and then took advantage of her, I don't think that there was any consent. One could also argue that he verbally assaulted her with the most disgusting pet name I've ever heard.
Tell me, little mouse, are you close?
But that's besides the point. Number 2. Because Zade's job is to save women from trafficking and he saved Adeline from a human trafficking ring, everything he did to her in the first book is justified. I think this just strengthens my argument because it shows how much of a hypocrite Zade is. What do you mean you save random women from trafficking rings but assault the one woman you actually like? If you're such a savior, 6-foot matcha drinking feminist, then maybe you should punish yourself for treating the woman you wanted badly. Also, can we talk about how he's still horrible in the second book? Like, after he saved her from assault, it took all of 2 days until he threatened to impregnate her. I'm not kidding. He threatened to pull out her IUD in her sleep if she ever thought about leaving him. Anyways, it doesn't matter how many women he saved, he still assaulted the woman he wanted. Number 3. It's just fiction and people should learn to separate fiction from reality. Are y'all's brain cells fictional too? Yes, you may read books for entertainment, but every piece of media you read does shape you in some way. Constantly exposing yourself to red pill or Republican content will make you more right-leaning and conservative. And if you constantly read books romanticizing SA, you become desensitized to it. And of course, people are going to say now, well, that won't happen because we can separate fiction from reality. If y'all are saying you can separate fiction from reality, then why are y'all going to babies born with heterochromia and saying he's Zade Meadows? If y'all can separate fiction from reality, then why are you going to a teenage biker's page and telling him to read smutty books? I think some of these millennial women need spiciness somewhere because I know that it's for sure not coming from their homemade casserole. Number 4. Trigger warnings exist for a reason. Girl, I think someone was triggered by my posts and it wasn't me. I get bombarded with comments like this on the daily. Let's use some logic for a second. My friend loves the anime. My little sister can't be this cute. But it's fictional. It's okay. It's okay if the brother has a romantic relationship with the sister, guys. It's fictional incest. It's fine. It's not made for me. We can agree that romanticizing incest is not okay. Okay? It's messed up. It's a crime. It's weird. Now, if I apply your logic, if the anime had trigger warnings that said incest on it, then I shouldn't be able to criticize it because it's not made for me. It's made for Creepy Joe who lives in the basement. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is no trigger warnings exempt any book from criticism. Besides, trigger warnings aren't meant to mask SA romanticism anyways. Number 5. The last one is that HD Carlton made this story because she was a victim of SA and used it to cope with her trauma. So I've gotten several comments stating similar things on how the duet did help with their trauma. But I've also gotten just as many DMs and comments from victims who did not like the book and did not like anyone romanticizing their trauma. So my view on that point is this. No one is advocating for censorship here. Despite its harmful tropes, I don't think that Haunting Adeline should be banned in any way. You have your rights to read what you want. What I am saying though is that these harmful tropes are being promoted to a large majority of young adults. And while it may help some people, it hurts a lot more. After all of the reasons I have stated, even if this book did help you, you should be able to accept that romanticizing a book about how a woman got Stockholm Syndrome is not a good thing. Anyways, read what you want, but I would advise you to be wary of what you read and romanticize when it comes to dark romance.
For some reason my outro didn't record, so this is me editing, trying to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. I do have a lot of other videos on Sarah J Maas and diversity in books, so be sure to check that out and subscribe. Thank you so much.